They're just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
The tackle by
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. They run the counter. Gibson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
The kick is good.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Browns, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play that time out of Chubb. And even 70 yards on the pickup. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Geis, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
The extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6. And it's 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score Browns 14, Washington 7.
McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give, right side. It's Gibson. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 31 yards there and a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already. And we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Bridgewater under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington 7.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of. The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. Let's see if they can avoid doing it here. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give, right side. Gibson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
By the wide receiver.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Bridgewater now from the 50. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 50 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Check 99. Check 99.
Mayfield. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The DN Jonathan Allen making sure his presence is felt.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
56 is Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield able to hit his target, Claypool.
Complete to Chase Claypool. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56. I don't think you got it, son. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the curl. Watch up, 56 to Mike. 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. 7 yards to pick up there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The throw taken in by Sims. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Washington first down.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air again with Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he finds McLaurin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Bridgewater again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Danny Amendola as the first half is winding down. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
49-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check the hot read. Check. 50. Hey, alert. Check 56.
Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a short 3-yard pickup gets them up to the 15. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Just like that. Jim. 56 to Mike. Hey, alert.
Following the penalty, Chubb. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They run it again with Chubb. And some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. You can't block me.
Mayfield on first down. caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40.
Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Hey, alert 33.
Now a run with Geis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Mayfield
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Wall.
To throw, Mayfield. Completion here to Claypool. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
2nd down at the 23-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Chubb. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Yeah, the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
At the 48-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. Room here to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They run. Chubb. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant. Mike 56. Mike 56. No chance.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
5-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
51 for Mike, boys, 51.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Check it back. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Pistol. Check pass. Whip. Watch the whip.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 26. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And shutting him off. Now open field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 26 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
If you were me,
picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Tucker McCann.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Over the middle to Beckham. He's at the 30, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your ankles trying to tackle him.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mack Wilson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
15 yards on the play, first down.
15. First down, Washington.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready? Double time.
And they will take a knee here.
Well,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home for one next week at